Welcome to episode 1 of our exploration into the internet's most unforgettable missteps. This is r/tifu, where digital confessions meet real world consequences. I'm Ethan, your host, and if there's one thing I love, it's unraveling the beautiful messes people post online. Today we begin with a Tinder date that turns into an office turf war with a side of petty revenge, a friendly gaming moment that sparks a feud with a tiny trash-talking legend, and a chill concert night that snowballs into a workplace scandal and a sudden firing. So grab your favorite snack, settle in, and get ready to feel a whole lot better about your own facepalm moments. Let's celebrate the wild, the weird, and the wonderfully disastrous. Up first, a cautionary tale about dating, deja vu, and corporate revenge, because sometimes one innocent swipe turns into a long-term career setback. This one's called From Tinder to Tyrant. I've never been great at remembering faces, especially those of people I only met once. Back in my early college days, my boyfriend and I hit a rough patch and split up. After weeks of moping and venting to my friends, they gave me the classic advice: download Tinder and get back out there. So I did. After a few awkward chats and forgettable dates, I matched with someone who turned out to be peculiar. He was jittery, overly inquisitive, and not much of a conversationalist. Apparently, we'd shared a few classes, which made him oddly enthusiastic about our match. I didn't feel the spark, so after our date, I gently let him know I wasn't looking to pursue anything. He pressed for a reason, and I told him I needed time to focus on myself. That was the plan, until life threw a curveball. My ex and I patched things up just a few weeks later. In a sweet, movie-worthy moment, he started walking me to class again, and everything felt right. Then out of nowhere, I got a long, bitter message from the guy I'd just gone out with. I skimmed it, rolled my eyes, and blocked his number. Fast forward a few years, my boss left the company, and I was offered the role, but I wasn't ready, so the company opened the position to external candidates. Guess who applied? Yep, the same guy from that date. On paper, he looked perfect, qualified, personable, and a good cultural fit. When he mentioned we'd met before, I brushed it off, eager to hand off the leadership stress. I only realized who he was when I saw his number still blocked on my phone. And now, he's my boss, and he's making my life miserable. He shoots down every suggestion I make, sets ridiculous deadlines, and even makes a snide comment at our 4th of July party about me choosing the wrong guy. Honestly, the only mistake I made was not recognizing him sooner. But don't worry, I'm already drafting my HR complaint. And that, dear viewers, is how one swipe turned into a slow burn vendetta with quarterly performance reviews. From heartbreak to hostile work environment, our protagonist learned to the hard way. Ghosting might be easy, but ghosts have LinkedIn. You ever try to be the cool cousin, throw a few games and let a shy kid feel like a hero? Yeah, this is what happens when you accidentally create a Mario Kart monster. Let's just say someone went from player 2 to pint-sized legend faster than a bullet bill on the final lap. This happened a few months back, but I'm still recovering emotionally. My 8-year-old cousin came over for a family gathering. He's a quiet kid, kinda shy around grown-ups, usually tucked away in a corner glued to his Nintendo Switch. I figured I'd try to help him feel more included, so I asked if he wanted to play some Mario Kart. His face lit up instantly. He told me he loves racing games but never gets to win when he plays with his older brother. So I thought, alright, I'll throw a few races, let the kid feel like a legend. I dialed it down, no drifting, no shortcuts, slowing up near the finish line so he could zoom past. Classic big cousin move. He wins 3 in a row and starts celebrating like he just won the Grand Prix. He's shouting, "I'm actually good at this," and my aunt's clapping like he just got accepted to Harvard. It was adorable, pure 10 out of 10 moment. But then, he wanted to keep playing, like a lot. I kept letting him win, thinking he'd get bored eventually. Spoiler, he did not. Now every time he visits, he walks in like a tiny champion. Ready to lose again? I laugh, but deep down I know the truth. This kid trained. He studied the game. He's got the shortcuts memorized, nails every drift, and uses power-ups like he's casting spells. I started trying again, like really trying, and he still beats me consistently. Sometimes it's not even close. And the trash talk? Ruthless. You should play on baby mode, or did you mean to fall off Rainbow Road? Like bro, chill. His dad told me he plays every day now and brags at school. I beat a grown-up at Mario Kart and made him quit. Which, okay, technically happened once after I got double blue shelled and rage quit. Not my finest moment. So yeah, I tried to be the nice cousin, and now I've got a tiny rival who's slowly dismantling my gaming confidence. One race at a time, at least he says I'm his favorite cousin, right before he annihilates me on Wario Stadium. Legend says Wario Stadium still echoes with the sound of crushed ego. But tell us, was this a wholesome win streak or the start of a tiny gaming empire? Comment below with your own accidental rival stories. Bonus points if you've been verbally destroyed by someone under 10. You know what's worse than getting fired? Getting fired for playing a Coldplay concert. This next story proves that even the most wholesome team building event can turn into a corporate scandal, especially when the CEO and head of HR forget they're not at a private retreat. So yeah, I got let go today from Astronomer, a company I genuinely enjoyed working for. I was heading up the events team and felt proud of the culture we were building. Retreats, conferences, team mixers, the works. A few weeks ago, I planned a company outing to a Coldplay concert. The idea was to lift spirits after a tough quarter. Everyone was excited. I handled everything. Tickets, transportation, logistics. It was meant to be a stress-free night of music and bonding. Then came concert night. Things were going great until I spotted two of our execs, specifically the CEO and the head of HR, sitting together a few rows ahead of the group. And not in a talking shop kind of way, more like this is awkward and definitely not work related kind of way. I didn't say anything, but apparently others noticed too. By Monday, whispers started. By Tuesday, rumors. By Wednesday, it was confirmed and addressed internally. Then Thursday hit. I was called into a meeting with, you guessed it, the CEO and the head of HR together. They told me my lack of discretion and poor judgment in seating arrangements had created an avoidable reputational issue. And just like that, I was out. Fired for buying Coldplay tickets. Apparently, I unintentionally set the stage for their exposure, and that was enough to cost me my job. Never mind that they were the ones behaving inappropriately at a company-sponsored event. So now I'm taking a breather, polishing up my resume, and reflecting on how my career in team building accidentally triggered a leadership scandal. Coldplay said fix you, but apparently not your job. So what do you think? Was this a fireable offense, or just a leadership meltdown looking for a scapegoat? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you've ever been punished for someone else's drama, we want to hear it. And there you have it. 3 gloriously cringy tales of betrayal, embarrassment, and one cousin's rise to racing royalty. If today's episode's taught us anything, it's this. Never swipe without a memory. Never underestimate a child with a Switch, and never buy Coldplay tickets without checking the company romance policy. Think you got a story that could rival these disasters? Drop it in the comments. We might just feature yours next. And while you're down there, hit like if you ever rage quit Mario Kart, and subscribe if you're brave enough to admit your own tifu moment.